Hello students, welcome to TMPS Educational Institution online classes. So I hope everyone is fine in this pandemic situation, and today's video will be about geography, and in geography I will discuss about atmosphere. What is atmosphere, and the things which we are going to discuss in this chapter atmosphere is introduction of atmosphere, then what is atmosphere, how is it made up of, and atmospheric layers and composition of atmosphere and importance of atmosphere. So have you all ever thought what protects our earth from the different radiations which comes from the space or which comes from the sun, that is ultraviolet radiations which we receive from the sun? How we stay protected from them? It is the layers of atmosphere which protects us from the different radiations which are entering in earth from the space. These layers of atmosphere absorbs all the radiations so that we could live a safe and healthy life on our earth, and it is because of atmosphere life is possible on earth and makes our earth a unique planet. So atmosphere is basically a mixture of gases which sustains life on earth. As I told you, life is only possible on earth because of these layers of atmosphere. And atmosphere is also invisible and thin layers of air. Atmosphere is invisible, it is not visible to us because we already know that gases or air cannot be seen. So it is invisible and thin layers of air that surrounds the earth. So atmosphere, here comes the introduction of atmosphere. Now we'll discuss what is atmosphere and its characteristics. Atmosphere is a huge blanket of air that surrounds the earth. This is our earth and this is imaginary layers of air. In the diagram you can see these are only the imaginary layers, just to explain all of you. So it is a huge blanket of air that surrounds earth. It provides the air we breathe, protects us from harmful effects of sun's rays. So the atmosphere provides the air which we breathe and which every plant and animals and trees require to grow and germinate. It also protects us from harmful radiations of sun by absorbing ultraviolet radiations. It is mixture of many gases, water vapors and dust particles. The atmosphere is a mixture of nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide and many other trace gases like water vapor and dust particles. All these gases are mixed in these layers of atmosphere where nitrogen is present in the highest amount, then comes the oxygen and after that carbon dioxide and so on. Atmosphere, without atmosphere, this blanket of protection, the atmosphere is also known as blanket of protection, we could be baked alive during the day and get frozen during the night. So by this we understand that the atmosphere also protects us from the differential of climatic condition, or we can say the atmosphere helps to maintain the climatic condition of the earth, because if there would have been no atmosphere, the harmful radiations and the heat rays of the sun would have baked the earth during the day, and after the sunset the earth would have been so cold that we would have got frozen. Atmosphere makes the temperature on earth suitable for life. Okay, so these are the different layers of atmosphere. This green part is the earth's surface, and after that within 10 to 13 kilometer range comes the troposphere, and after that within 10 to 50 kilometers comes the stratosphere. We'll discuss these layers in detail later on. And after stratosphere comes the mesosphere, and after mesosphere thermosphere, and after thermosphere comes the exosphere. So in this diagram we can see the different layers of atmosphere. Okay, so first we are going to discuss troposphere. We discuss what is troposphere and its benefit. Troposphere is one of the most important layers of atmosphere. It is just present, it starts from after the earth's surface till 13 kilometers. Its distance varies according to equator and polar regions. So we can say that it is one of the most important layers of atmosphere. Lowest portion of earth's atmosphere, it is the lowest portion, as I told you just before, it is the lowest layer of earth's atmosphere. Its average height is 13 kilometer and it may extend up to the height of 18 kilometer at the equator and 8 kilometer at the poles. The temperature drops with it with heights, as a result of which pressure also decreases. So in troposphere, as we move upward, the temperature starts decreasing and the pressure also decreases with the decrease in temperature. I will give you an example of a hill station. When we arrive to a hill station from a plain region, the climate of hill station is low, or the climate is very cold, because we are moving up in the troposphere. Okay, so air that we breathe in exists in this layer of atmosphere, that is in troposphere. The air that we breathe, that is oxygen, it exists here, and after troposphere there is no oxygen, so we cannot live over there. So this is the diagrammatic explanation of troposphere. This is till here our troposphere is present, 10 to 13 kilometers. Our commercial jets fly here. Cirrus clouds, cumulonimbus clouds, stratoclouds, all the clouds are formed in this layer of atmosphere. And just after troposphere comes a convergent layer that is called tropopause. Tropopause is a convergence zone between troposphere and stratosphere. The two layers, for example, this is troposphere and this is stratosphere. So the gap between the troposphere and stratosphere, it is known as tropopause. It is a convergence zone of stratosphere and troposphere. So now we'll discuss what is stratosphere and its characteristics. So stratosphere lies just above the troposphere and extends up to a height of 50 kilometers. Stratosphere is just after the troposphere. It could extend up to 50 kilometers. It is free from clouds and associated weather phenomenon. There are no clouds in this layer of atmosphere and no weather phenomena occurs over here. That is why it provides ideal flying condition for airplanes, as it is very clear and calm layer. It is one of the most clear and calm layer of the atmosphere. It contains a layer of ozone gas. So you all must have heard the ozone layer or ozone gas. This is the layer which is present in stratosphere. I'll explain it in the diagram. Temperature rises with altitude because of absorption of ultraviolet rays by the ozone. So the ozone layer absorbs all the ultraviolet radiation from the sun or the space. That is why in this stratosphere layer the temperature rise as we move up in the altitude. What was happening in the troposphere? The temperature was decreasing, but here as we move high the temperature rises because of the ultraviolet radiations are absorbed over here. Temperature increases up to 4 degrees centigrade. In this layer the temperature increases up to 4 degrees centigrade. Now, this is the diagrammatic explanation of stratosphere. After the tropopause starts the stratosphere, here we can see the ozone layer. This is the ozone layer part. Here our ozone layer is present and it absorbs all the ultraviolet radiation from the sun. So after stratosphere lies stratopause. Just like tropopause, stratopause is a convergence zone between stratosphere and mesosphere. So now we will discuss about mesosphere. Mesosphere is a layer which extends up to a height of 80 kilometers. Its temperature starts decreasing with height. So mesosphere extends up to 80 kilometers and its temperature starts decreasing with the height. In stratosphere the temperature was increasing, and in mesosphere now again the temperature starts decreasing as we go up in the height. It is the coldest. Mesosphere is the coldest atmospheric layer. Meteorites either vaporize or melt down due to the friction with the molecule present in this layer. There are many molecules, molecules present in this layer. So when meteorites enter our atmosphere, they vaporize or melt in this layer of atmosphere. Then comes the thermosphere. Thermosphere lies just above mesosphere. Temperature rises very rapidly with increase in height and reaches up to 1480 degrees centigrade. So the temperature is increasing very rapidly in this layer of atmosphere. It extends from 80 kilometers to 400 kilometers. Gas molecules present in this layer absorb X-rays and ultraviolet rays. In this layer also X-rays and ultraviolet rays from entering the earth from space is also absorbed. Ionosphere is a part of this layer. Thermosphere contains a layer of atmosphere also known as ionosphere because it contains the charged ions. It contains electrically charged particles known as ions. Now, what does this layer do? It helps in radio transmission and long distance communication. Radio waves transmitted from Earth are reflected back by this layer. Why? Because it contains the charged ion which reflect back the radio signals which is sent from the Earth. That is why our satellites are placed in this layer of atmosphere. So this is thermosphere. This is the diagrammatic explanation of thermosphere. This is our troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere and thermosphere. As you can see, the satellites are placed over this layer of atmosphere. So now we come to the next topic, the importance of atmosphere. We have already discussed that what are all the important features of atmosphere. I am just summarizing this. It acts as a shield because it protects us and supports life on Earth. Ozone gas protects all form of life on Earth from the ultraviolet radiation of the sun. Okay, so I hope all of you must have understood about the atmosphere and its different layers and importance of atmosphere. So here we come to the end of our class. I hope the offline classes resume soon. Thank you so much. Bye bye and take care.